Good people. Yeah, I should have cleared my throat before starting this. Huh? So I'm starting a new cycle. I'm not sure if I will. I'm just looking at my options, pun intended. So let's take a look at December expiry and see what we have and what we can use. So IVP in. Wow, look at that IV change. That's a healthy IV change. That's a not health. That's a ridiculous IV change. Um, one thing you one thing I think remember is that pharma companies are something that I avoid. Okay, so take a look. Dr. Reddy, just put it here and see what's going on. Okay, interesting. So the next step is taking a look at trading view. This gives me an outlook at how things are moving, have been moving, and if there is a sudden movement, I need to be cautious about. Because the thing is, the option mechanics work same across every stock option, but the stock movement doesn't work the same way. So that you can see over here. Wow. So this was earnings, which was good. So what happened over here? Wow. This is the reason why I try to avoid pharma, because pharma is a tricky business. Its stability is a little shaky always. But this has been, let's see, let's take a look at longer time frame. Let's take a look at how it performs over year. So it has been on a steady rise. When, yeah, you can see it's over here. Let's take a look at COVID. That would be interesting. Wow, look at this. Wow. So is this, wow. Give me a second. I just need to let my cat out. Yeah. There's nothing to disturb us for a little while. Sorry about all the noises. Yeah, interesting stuff, right? So let's reset it and come back to our 1 day view. Okay, so this is interesting, but it does feel that it has reached a kind of stability. Now see, where did it go? Now the thing with Dr. Reddy, the most important thing is that I need to check for liquidity. There is liquidity on this side. Is there on that side? Yes, there is for December expiry. This is interesting. The return is 9%, which is a little more than what I usually expect. So this is also interesting. Let's check for opportunities and options I actually like to, in stocks I actually find relatively good. LT is a good option over here. Let's take a look at LT. Yeah, seems fine. A little earnings not going good is nice because stocks have a tendency of going up. Earnings make them, go sideways for a while. So this is a good thing over here for me. From my perspective, at least, this is how I see things. So let's take a look at LT December options and see what option do we have over here. My preferred strike is not available. This is available over on this side, but then this is 0.32. Let's take a look. Give me a second. I'm sorry for the noise again. To keep on. So this is, sorry for the noise. I'll try to remove it, but I'm pretty sure I would not do that. So let's take a look. 4.5, huh? Interesting. I can't do this one because there is no strike on this side that I can do. There's 0.21, which is fine, but then on this side it will be lopsided. The one I can do is very safe one, is just 0.08. This one, this can be done, and it's pretty safe. It's on this, and it's on the safer side that I like to do it right away, without even thinking too much about it. Yeah, this is actually the strike. And yeah, overall it also is. Um, if it does move, the loss will be greater as well. But because I'm playing it a little safe, I can actually go up on the upper side on this one. Because I'm increasing the lot size, I need to be very sure. Because I usually don't do more than one lot. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is my issue. Liquidity is the biggest issue because it makes getting out of options a lot tricky. Oh, very interesting. So, 0.14 is where I can go, but then again, the issue becomes what I can do is we are getting 4.1% return over here, and if we do this, we get 4.6, which is not much for the risk that it will amount to because it's also lopsided, so I'll have to take special care about things going haywire. What we can do is this is the strike that I would have preferred 0.17, and then on this side I need to find something which resonates a little better. 0.22 is fine, then again it's a little too tricky. It's 0.9, 3700. Let's take a look if this has been traded in a while. So there is trading on this side. Uh, they are going to sell it for a lot of premium. Uh, let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's do this, and then let's go back again. The liquidity is issue. I can move up to this strike. This again hasn't been traded. It's fine. Then I'll circle back on this. Hindalco has burned me in past because with it's not that high as well. LNT looks nice with 89 IVP. So it's 50 DT. So right now, the biggest uh, thing I'm looking for is actually liquidity. Because finding liquidity is hard at this point in time in stock options. This is kind of fine, but this one is on the lower side. I would have liked it on the higher side instead. 0.14, 0.12 is not the right point for me, but it's okay. Interesting, the return is kind of nice on Hindalco. This is interesting. Things are always tricky. At some point, you have to. What side is lopsided for me? This is hanging. There's something going on. I don't want to move it up. So this will have to do for now. So 6.5 and 905. Okay. But it's stocked already. I'm looking at the wrong stock. Yeah. This moves very slow to me. You might have noticed this as well. That the videos are longer than they have to be, and it's mostly because I have to double check everything. This is fine. So now it's much more even. It's close, it's close. So yeah, I would have wanted this to be up, but then being on the can't move it up 730. This one, let's see if this has been traded in a while. There is nothing. So 8.95, this is very rich of a beta spread. This can't be handled. This is interesting. This is interesting. This needs to be one. Good. And I'll go. This is interesting. This is kind of a nice return. Uh, just to make sure I have put 30 December. 30 December. Sorry, I don't know why recording stopped midway. Maybe I'm running low on space and storage. I don't know how much you watched. I didn't bother. Because the last thing that I was saying when I realized the recording has stopped is that the reason I started these videos was because I wanted to keep a log of my doings, right? And I just wanted to put them over there in case people want to watch. So if people are actually watching and have a question because they could not get something, they can ask me and I'm happy to answer. What I'm not happy to do is repeat myself too much to a phantom audience. Right? I hope it makes sense. Hindelco, okay. I got like good percentage on this one. I don't know how much will it translate to. I might increase a lot on this one as well later on. But right now I just want to see if I have capital left for that. Usually I do. Again, because I'm speaking, I forgot this is 30 December. Interesting. 30 December. This is forming a very bearish look. No, I'll just record the important stuff. Options 75.5. I really like to listen to music when I do this stuff, but I can't because I really don't know if recording, how will it affect recording. Let me still try, but then I'll have to deal with copyright and stuff if it gets recorded somehow. I don't know how things work. 720 and 880. I'm like, I really don't want to edit shit out. Just too much work. 0.416. I need to 50. 8575. But I can at least talk about the music that I was listening to, 12.3 and 79. So I was listening to Breathe, Pink Floyd. I was actually listening to the rehearsal for the concert that I was lucky enough to be able to attend. So this is done. No point. Okay, let's take a look at other opportunities. So so LNT is still looking very nice to me with its 88 IBP. Uh, but the result is TBA. This is interesting. Sensible people, please allow me to remove upcoming results from here. Filter it the other way around. I hope you get me. If a result is upcoming, let me remove it from the list. LT. Okay. So earnings have been done. Yeah. Sensible. What the hell? Yeah. This is why these things take a lot of time, a lot longer than they should. Because as you can see, I have to recheck. So I'll do an LT one. Let's remove this. Let's remove Dr. Reddy. Let's remove the fluff. Okay, let's see if we can get any strike, which we can. This is fine to me. This is fine to me. 0.14 would be preferable to this one, but then I don't have anything on this side. So this is kind of a wide one. But since it's this one, I can go with this because the pop is higher. My issue can be Greeks are fairly fine because the pop is higher. There's no issue much with this one as such. The open interest looks good. This seems fine. This seems kind of fine. Kind of like a bullish attitude. Again, bullish attitude. Yeah, so this is gonna decay just fine. Let's see if we can see the pair spread 10, 13 and 10 is what I want. So I can go on the higher side on this one with 13.4 and then we can start. Oh, nice, interesting. I'll start with 11.1 and see if I can get a fill. Obviously I won't. Yep. This is I'm not going to reduce. This is what I'm going to reduce. This is going to be long ride. Okay. Yeah, way over the last fill anyway. Oh god. The issue is that I have two lots. And most of these are one lots anyway. So that will be an issue. Yep. That will be an issue. Oh my god. I can get a fill for 13 over here for 2, but then this is ridiculous. The beta spread is like ridiculous. I never traded anything in Adani. Let's take a look what kind of premium can we get over here. It has gotten late today. Do we have liquidity? Kind of, but not at the strikes that I like, so I'm gonna pass. Calcutta to steel, 12th November. Let's see if we can do an Ivy Crush play. So this is 10th of November, Bajaj Finance. The results are out, I think, for Bajaj Finance. The volatility has dropped. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm gonna refrain from doing the Ivy Crush plays. I don't need that in my life right now. Just wanna play it cool. Indigo is in Nifty 50 now. Okay. When did that happen? There is not much Ivy right now, so the only thing that I can do is LT. This doesn't work. Hindelco, we have done. Airtel, Infi. I have never seen a positive trade in Airtel, I think. I think this is it for today. I think I can't do anything more. I'll try LT once more then. See if I can get a decent fill. Let's build this again. Nope, can't do it. There is no strike available anymore. And I think it's a good thing we got out of this. The one thing that I am looking forward to is doing ITC. What I want to do is point limit on the, yeah, this one. Ooh. Print this, and then see if there is anything. Yeah, okay, over here. Over here. So we are getting like 7% on the downside. Okay, and what if I do the same play over here? 8% on the upside, huh? I think this seems like a much better play if I just buy the stock at this price and do a upside of this. The only issue is that my capital will get locked at that price. And yeah. So how do you guys check options? There is one thing that then can be done. Yeah. So in the last 1 year, ITC has fallen by 15%. In 5 years, it might have risen, but this is fairly sideways option since March. This was the fall. I think this can be set for everything. So no, Nifty has not done that. Interesting. Let's remove this. And if I do a shorter play at this around same strike, I get 3%. And the other one is double of that. But I'm also 50 is like 3.3 times. Am I getting 3.3 times return for this? I'm trying to wheel this stock. That's what I'm trying to see. So we get 3. And 3.339, we need to get like 3. We are getting higher return in the shorter term. I'm fine doing that. 3%, because if we have this 3.3, the other one should be 9.9%. Let's try to see if we can get. We'll do the same strike, 9.9%. This is just 7, so doing it in the shorter terms is making much more sense. So I'll just do this. So what's the Greek on this 1.27? One way is to do this, the other way is to do that. What am I getting even if I do this? Let's take a look. So if I do this, the methodology suggests that I take it off at 50% profit, so it's 3,500. 3,500, 20 minus 15. If I removed around 20 days, 30 days, so 1 month I'll get what? In 1 month I will get 3.5%, right? 3.5 into 1 month. It's kind of a good return, but it's on my margin, which is again good thing because I can just keep my funds in some place else which gets me FT equivalent returns. So that is fine. So I'll get 3.5% in 1 month. And then I can keep on doing this for the next cycle. So 3.5% into at least 8 cycles in a year. So 28% return I can be generated from this method. Yeah, which is fine. The other is this one, which is 3% again. It dictates that I get for 1.5% is where I would like to get it out for. And if I do that, I need to let me open the calculator because this one is like too much of leakage of personal data on screen. Yeah, this seems fine. So 3.5, no, 1.5 into what are we getting out of this? So this is what the kind of calculation you also need to do for the kind of trading that you are doing, because you really need to understand if your effort and time is worth the return that you are generating. If you are getting 5% return, spending like even like 10 minutes of a day, go put that money in FD and relieve yourself of the 10 minutes of work and the 24 hours of 23 hours and 50 minutes of internal stress. Yeah, do that. No, this doesn't matter. So 1.5 into, I can do at least 8 cycles of this, 12% return, which is again fine by me. So both of these make sense. The only thing to do is, I'll do this one, get a little on the, I'll go by mechanics and do this. That is generating more return. Which one do I want? Okay, so here's one interesting fact. Toid. Do I have a strike? Yes, I have a strike. I can alternatively I can do this as well and do my actual play. So now I'm getting 3% returns. And if it goes down, I get it for a cheaper price. Yeah, this seems much more sense if it goes upside. So yeah, then again. And because I'm doing this, I can actually combine this with a much more riskier trade. Because on the downside, I really don't care if I have to get delivery of the stock. Yeah. So instead of selling a naked, not a naked put, cash secured put, this one, I'm also adding a call component and just have my, yeah, so now this is generating much better returns. So I think, I don't remember exactly the probability of this ending in money. I mean, it's 0.31 theoretical, but the practical one, I don't remember. If I don't want this is 9% and this one is generating 8. It doesn't matter. This one is over here. And this one is 6. 6 is on the worst side. Uh, 400 is something. And let's just see if taking delivery of ITC stock at this point makes. I really need to understand futures now. So we're getting at around this point. This is going down. This is taking support over here. Motherfucker. It just makes me lose all my concentration. Yeah. It's fairly on the downside. Stock has been going down, down, down. Okay. Doesn't really make sense. Here comes the dilemma. The IV is not even high on this one right now. So let's just do a normal one and I'll write it out. And if it goes down to this level, I can just take the delivery. And I think that's a smarter play than just. This is interesting. For the same deltas, it has different. This is interesting. So we are doing 390, right? 390 is over here. So let's just do this one. This one is ITC right here. So we are trying to sell for 2, which is fine by me. And this is 2 point. Well, let's start with this. Obviously, 0.4. Nice. Good. So 2 done, huh? No PNL still. I think I'll stop here and this is already 3 o'clock. So I'll just stop here, fill in the sheet, right? And we'll continue later. Again, I'm not going to explain everything over here. I try to because I like to, but if at any point you are actually watching this and have a question, pop it down there. Maybe I can answer, maybe I can learn something because let's assume that I have no idea what I'm doing. Cool. All right, I'll just fill it in. I'll see you later. Bye. What about Dr. Reddy? Do we have a trade left in Dr. Reddy? Let's just check the IV first, IVP. And it's fluctuating like hell. And it strikes. Oh god. Yeah, thank you. 0.13, 0.18. Let's see if we have a good return on this one. Return is 9, but then again, I just don't do this, so I'm not going to do it right now. Let's revisit it. We have this whole week to put in our trades. Yeah, 405.50. Let's not make the video unnecessarily long. Take care. See you.